for the following program. If you are easily triggered or offended, please exercise caution. Because the hosts really don't care. Warning, this show is not for children. And not for coworkers either. And yes, that includes you, Cindy. Seriously, only hippies like the smell of patchouli, and it's to cover up the weed, man.
There's a disproportionate amount of Cindy in the patchouli. It's all over the place. It's like
I don't mind Cindy on these days, dude. she makes me feel calm sitting next to her for some reason. Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm JJ. That's Deacon. We are your two dads. We meet every morning. We talk about news and media and culture, pop culture, bunch of gay stuff.
That's gay. We're just gay. I almost missed the show. I was sitting here answering a question from our Funslingers Discord server. It's Funslingers is what we call the people that listen to your two dads. So if you like a Funslinger, join us over at the Funslinger server. So I looked up and the elephants are on the screen. I was like, oh my God, JJ's here. I forgot we were starting the show. And I'm sitting here.
I was talking to you and I was like, I guess he's doing something.
No, I was listening to Martina McBride. I'm sorry. I had Martina McBride going in my ear. This one's for the girls, and I was jamming this morning with the girls. So what's up, JJ?
You know, you get earworms. You get those earworm songs in your head, and you just like they're just kind of like even there's no music. It's just kind of constantly there running in the back of your brain, just kind of some of the melody. I can't stop hearing Jack Johnson right now.
If you listen to Jack Johnson, listen to it, and it will make it go away. It does. It works. Sometimes it works. My brother and I we have like a little, it's almost like a little game now that we've been playing for like 20 years or something, because I joked one time, he's a big, huge music fan as well. All right. So that's, me and him are both huge music geeks. And he will, this happens all the time. I will get a call from him, or I'll have a message from him, a voicemail message, because who leaves voicemails anymore? Good God almighty. I have a voicemail from him, and all it'll be is the chorus to a song or something. It's the song that's been stuck in his head, or the one that he wakes up singing, because sometimes you just wake up singing crazy shit.
Yep.
And so I'll hit my message, and it'll be my brother going, blame it on the rain that was falling by Milli Vanilli or some shit, and it cracks me up. We do it. My theory is that kids won't get this. You kids won't get this, but you adults listening will get this. Back in the day, kids, we had these things called juke boxes, and a juke box played music if you fed it money. As long as you fed it money, it would play the song that you wanted to hear. But if you didn't feed it money, it would go on random and put something at random. Your brain is a jukebox, okay? You feed it music and tunes and melodies all day long, but at night you're asleep
and you making random records
on random. So when you wake up and you're like, why am I singing Chumbawamba? That's why it was on random, and that was a random song in your Rolodex of files.
Barbie world. Yeah.
Thanks for that. So there,
sometimes I do this stuff to my wife on purpose too. Like the other day, I was just whistling the theme song to Doc McStuffins again and again and again.
Yeah, I do that.
My wife was like, "Stop it."
What was I was mopping the floor. It was yesterday. I was mopping the floor, and I've been seeing those Temu ads. You know,
oh my God, they won't stop.
Okay, good. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I got home and Ashley's in there and she's doing work. She's a real estate agent, so she's constantly on her phone doing work and whatnot. And she's and the post guy comes up and he's got this big package, and she goes, "This is my Temu package. Have you heard about that?" I was like, "God, yes, I've heard of Temu." And she's like, "It's really cool." And she was showing me all this crap that she got for like $4 or something. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's a Chinese junk.
Yeah, but Chinese trash mailed to your house.
I'm glad that you're happy with it though. So I was sitting there mopping, and I kept going, "The prices blow my mind."
Oh my God.
She was going,
I'm gonna say I have no love for Temu. their song, their what do you call it? It's not a
jingle.
Yeah, the jingle is like it's unreal how much
it's
it
great.
Get out of your head. It's like
you can't because I kept doing that, and it would be real quiet, and I hadn't said anything in a couple minutes because I was on the other side of the house mopping.
Yes,
I'll go. The prices blow my mind. Ka-ching! She'll be like from the other room. I'll hear, stop it, dear Lord.
That jingle goes straight to like your spinal column or something, and it just won't leave.
But that's a good one as an advertising professional. That's a good one because it does get stuck in your head. It's those little like liberty, 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 liberty.
Oh my god,
you know it. That's great. It was genius.
All right, farmers commercial one.
We are farmers.
Bum,
See, we all know it.
I know.
So that is a successful, in my line of work,
really is.
That is a successful jingle. The guy that did that hit a home run. Run. Those Geico commercials, when they first came out, those Geico commercials were home runs, man. I looked at those and thought that advertising agency is a number one, man. That's great.
Yeah. If you can make like 2 bars of a song or whatever that people can't forget.
Hey, I've got one.
Millions of dollars.
Speaking of 2 bars of a song that you can't forget, I've got a song that you can't forget. You'll be singing it in your head. Shit. Hang on.
+1 like, and we're not even live yet. Hello, Brian over on rumble.com. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you always being here. All right. We're waiting on Deke's song of the day.
So my song of the day today, I thought this is one that you won't be able to. You'll be singing in your head all day long if you know the song. But I thought, JJ, do you know what today is? It's June the 1st.
Oh, let's get gay.
Today is Pride Month, so I thought our song today should be "Rainbow in the Dark" by Dio. Happy Pride Month, everybody! Celebration.
Happy Pride Month.
We are adding Dio. Rainbow in the Dark. God,
I need to do rainbow overlays. I haven't.
So there you go. There's our. I added that to our Deeks playlist. You'll see the Rainbow in the Dark video because Dio is such a. I mean, God, he was great. And then there is another added bonus video for our fun slingers today over in our Discord server. There's a bonus video. It is Ronnie James Dio, and he is in the studio, this little home studio. When he was recording his version of what's on, I think it's Kickapoo. It was from Jack Black. It's from Tenacious D's Pick a Destiny. So it's just really awesome sitting there watching Dio as an older man, probably like a 60-something-year-old man, just belt it out because he had such a powerful voice. So Rainbow in the Dark, Dio, our song of the day. I'm a rainbow in the dark. I can't get as high as Dio, man.
It's amazing to me that some men can pitch their voice so high.
I was listening. We were listening to the rock station the other day, and I was like, I think it was Kendra in the car, and I was like, well, she's got a weird sounding voice. She's got an interesting voice. And she looked over at me. She goes, that's a guy. And I went, really? And she pulled up the picture and everything. She's like, yeah, that's a guy. And I'm like, okay, all right. I mean, that's not unheard of in music. Frankie Valli had a voice that was way the hell up there, you know? Yeah. So we all listen to that crap.
That's
all right. Not uncommon, even like 600, 700, 800 years ago, they were cutting off those little kids' testicles.
Okay, all right. Hey, I mean, you are all in for Pride Month, aren't you? You are all in for Pride Month.
I'm figuring you out. We're just let's just go all out.
Yeah. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today is June 1st, 2023. Today's episode targets LGBOBO. Damn, I fucked it up. LGBOMBTQIA2S plus threats.
I don't know what you just said.
It's on the screen. You can read. Maybe it only works if you can read.
I never learned to read.
Oh. Okay.
It's commercial. You never taught me to read.
It's bomb threats. All right. So
sorry.
On the yeah, great. Last week, Target it put out a big statement, and they had received bomb threats and violence, and we had that internal memo from the VP because some people just get offended about the sexualization of children. Well, You know,
those are extremists. We call those extremists.
Yeah, super extremists. And so they said that they were going to pull back their displays or even shut down their displays because of threats of violence and threats of violence of their against Target staff. And you know, you were led to believe that that's because the right wingers are super violent and so dangerous to targets everywhere. But you know, it may come as a surprise to you that there were in fact bomb threats to some Target locations.
I figured that there would have been some bomb threats because the MAGA Trump people are crazy.
Man, those guys are dangerous. They're so dangerous.
Crazy.
We live in wild times. And so we have a little information about that. And it turns out that there were actually 9 targets that were threatened with bombs over the last few days.
Did they find Nazi flags in their?
I mean, we're gonna dig in here and find out. Let's see. Target. This is on Newsweek.com. Newsweek.com. This is real news.
Okay.
Target faces bomb threats amid LGBTQ plus controversy. And by the way, here at Your Two Dads, we do not support violence or extremism. Nope, not into that. That's not cool. Let's find out who these bad guys are. Staff and customers at several Target locations were evacuated on Friday after bomb threats were made against select stores across the country as controversy continues over the company's LGBTQ plus groomer merchandise. Target is full of cowards who turned their back on the LGBTQ community and decided to cater to the homophobic right-wing redneck bigots who protested and vandalized their store, read the email. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on a second. My prior assumption that this was right-winger violence may be challenged. This sounds like somebody who's sympathetic to the LGBTQ that's posting this dangerous message. We won't stand idly by as the far right continues to hunt us down. So let's see. WOIO staff contacted the police department as well as Cleveland FBI regarding a threatening letter. According to the release from the Jacksonville Township Police Department, police dispatched around 12:40 p.m. I think this is last Thursday or Friday, regarding a potential bomb threat at a Target in their county. They evacuated and searched the store along with bomb-sniffing dogs from the Stark County Sheriff's Office. Let's see. Man, we don't have a screenshot of the email. So apparently, an LGBTQ activist who is mad that Target is turning their back on the LGBTQ community by not, just taking a $12 billion loss in finances, has been threatening Target stores. Deacon, this is not appropriate. And how and can you? Is there any way that you can connect these dots and explain to me how the right wing is responsible for this?
JJ, Trump bad, MAGA bad.
Okay, MAGA bad, Republicans bad.
So obviously, the guy that sent these bomb threats, all right, who is on the left, is what we've determined. The Trump and his supporters have mentally scarred this individual so bad with their antics and what they say and what they believe in, that this was a normal, average, everyday human being. He was completely fine until he was forced to listen and endure and suffer and be tortured by all of this MAGA Trump ideology that is crammed down our faces from the media and the internet and everywhere we look all the time. It's constantly crammed down our throats like a big sausage going down and choking on it. Happy Pride Month. So
the hate sausage has been crammed
down your throat. The hate sausage has been crammed down this guy's throat, so he's just choking it up, and so he's choking up bomb threats. It's damaged his brain. That's how it's Trump's fault. Trump caused this normal person to turn into what he is. Does that not sound like some bullshit that
that's
you would hear a goddamn talking head on CNN fucking try to describe?
Very credible to me. At least 9 Target locations in Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Utah received these false bomb threats amidst ongoing right-wing outcry against the brand's annual Pride Month collection. Quote, "We will continue to bomb your targets until you stop cowering and bring back your LGBTQ merchandise," the writer said. "We will not be erased. We will not go quietly."
Oh yeah, you won't. Do you want to see if that happens or not? Because we will not go quietly into the night. Who the fuck are you, Bill Paxton? This ain't goddamn Independence Day, and you're not making a fucking speech in front of us. Nobody's gonna slow clap. Oh my God, we won't go quietly into the night.
I'm so inspired. I'm so inspired. We've got to stand against the man. I need to buy some sandals. Okay. Good God. And by the way, don't go to Target. I don't know. Avoid. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, it's very possible you could get gay bombed at a Target. So I guess don't go to Target. I don't know. I have yet to see, other than Target taking down a little bit of merch, reportedly, I have yet to see Target say, whoa, 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 we like families and moms and kids, and we want to continue to sell you t-shirts. Please don't stop coming to our stores. I haven't seen them say that. So I guess until further notice, I advise you to avoid Target, or else you might get glitter bombed. Okay.
I swear to Jesus, I always, the best line in Pulp Fiction was where Vincent Vega he's buying the heroin, and he's telling his dealer, while the dealer's getting his heroin together, he's telling the dealer about his story about his car. Because Vincent Vega has been in prison, and while he was in prison, this pristine car was locked up. Locked up. And when he got out of prison, he got the car out, and he goes, like 2 days after I got it out, somebody keyed the car. And the best line is Vincent Vega says, John Travolta says, "It would have been worth him keying the car for me to catch him keying the car." that shows you how you're just like, whoa. That's such a deep line if you think about it. And that it would be worth getting glitter bombed. I wish a motherfucker glitter bombed me. I mean, I have a small rope around my temper. All right. You've seen my temper. I compare it to a bottle.
Deke, I gotta say, it's been a minute since we've seen you kind of like bubble over.
It's because I'm trying new mental things. I honestly am. I'm really trying new mental things to not.
And I don't want you to bubble over. I think it's bad for your blood pressure.
Oh, I think it is too.
However, that's what when it's on camera, it's also amazing.
Yeah, it's funny though sometimes. My anger, it'll spew out, and so I don't remember what I was talking about.
Yeah. You were talking about it would be worth it to get
glitter bombed. Yeah, it would be worth getting glitter bombed, because I don't think my anger, I don't think I could hold it in anymore. If you assault me, that's what I've always told my kids. My son Alex is out in the car today. I got to take him he's got summer school, and so I had to take him today, and he's like, I don't want to come in. But I've told him, if somebody hits you, you've got full access, but do not be the first person to throw the punch. You have
start a fight, but you better finish it.
I've had a son of a bitch in my face one time going like this. He was going like this, JJ.
Yeah.
I mean, and he wasn't this far from my face. It took everything in my power to not move and not hit him. It did. And that was years ago. I can remember that like it was yesterday. That son of a bitch was right in my face, and it took everything in my power not to hit him. But I think if I got glitter bombed by one of these fucking people at Target, they would be in the hospital.
Right.
because that's assault.
Are
and I
we?
would be defending
Yeah,
myself.
for sure.
That's
Absolutely.
assault, and I would
We're
be
not.
defending myself.
Are we not taking this dangerous threat very seriously enough? Should we be taking this more seriously?
What?
The threat
Am I
of
going to be
LGBOMBTQIA getting bombed? Do you think these guys know how to make a bomb?
Absolutely. I'm not going to put anything past their intelligence.
So,
There's a lot of intelligent people in all kinds
credible
of
threat.
communities. Absolutely, it's a credible
All right.
threat. Yeah, I'm not going to just poo-poo them away just because what? Just because they
Okay.
like to tuck it back and put on dresses and put on makeup or be guy. That doesn't take their intelligence away.
Okay. Good point.
There's gay people.
Clearly, they have
very
different
intelligent people that are gay. Absolutely.
different. Well, I'm not saying they're not intelligent. I'm just saying inclined to balmy violence.
Well, there's very evil fucking people that are gay too. There's evil and good people that are gay.
Dahmer ate motherfuckers.
Dahmer ate bitches.
All right. Deacon.
Not a beetle.
Stinky bug.
No, it's not a stink bug. I hadn't seen one of those in a long time. They've kind of.
Did you tell people about the stink bug you crushed?
Black beetle.
Oh,
this is like a regular black beetle. I see those sometimes. We're gonna.
Yep. Hang on. Oh, put that guy outside. Relocate him to the
floor
dumpster
over there. He's good. He ain't
right.
gonna bother anybody.
The Deacon, the front of the gay pride war, whatever we call this conflict, has expanded. It's expanded even further than Target and Bud Light. It's now the war is advancing, and I believe it's captured. I don't know, Sweden. I'm not sure where Lego is based out of.
Norway?
Yeah, Norway. Yeah. Okay. And it looks like Lego is facing potential boycott over transgender building sets. And maybe I just don't get why we need to have transgender toys for 4 to 10-year-old children. I don't understand that exactly. It seems like that would be something that you would maybe not target at children. From Newsweek again, this is real news, ladies and gentlemen. Ish.
I think this is just before you get into the story.
Yeah,
I think this is just a and I can already see flaws in what I'm fixing to say.
Okay.
But I think this is a company that is trying to appease the woke crowd. Because they probably have some CEOs or people in charge that are gay and lesbian or whatever,
sure,
transgender.
DEI officers and stuff.
So I think they're probably trying to do that. I don't think.
I gotta say,
Lego. Unfortunately, it was started as as a toy company, but Lego anymore is not just strictly for children. Lego, I would say the majority of their money that they make is from adults buying Lego sets. For
sure.
Not for children. For themselves.
Yeah. So, that's definitely a substantial portion of their demographic.
So when I looked at this, I looked at it not as this isn't like Pound Puppies making a stuffed gay doll. This is
right.
Legos making a Lego set with a bunch of with rainbow people. They're not like
sure. Yeah, right. I get you.
So they have it not as hardcore. Fuck these fucking guys. It's almost like, of course they're gonna. You should have expected this.
You can make an argument that they have they have a substantial portion of their market demographic that are older, and it would not be inappropriate.
Right, exactly.
However, those products will sit side by side with the stuff aimed at your Harry Potter interested.
And that's what I said when I was trying to get it out. I was like, I'm already finding flaws in what I'm saying, because there's that. There is the fact that Lego, Lego, that word, you think of kids. You associate Lego with
Yes.
children. You don't associate Lego with the guy that bought the $500 Death Star Lego and is putting it together.
Right.
No,
right.
That's LEGO means child. That those two words are coincide with each other in our society.
There is a strong association between LEGO and little 6-year-olds playing with bricks and making a house. Right.
Yes.
Absolutely. So Lego is the fastest. Lego is the latest company facing boycott calls amid outrage over its A to Z of Awesome campaign, which supports the LGBTQ plus community. Last year, Lego Group announced the launch of its campaign as part of Pride Month, which takes place every June to raise awareness of the identities and stories of those in the community. The debate surrounding the LGBTQ plus community has become increasingly politicized in recent years, and some conservatives have taken issue with companies that show support for or associate themselves with LGBTQ plus rights. So here is a picture of one of the Everyone is Awesome sets. This is from like 2021, I guess. Oh, isn't it cute? They have rainbow people. Yeah, that's great. Do they have a statement here? This is a tweet. Lego turns trans. Children's toy maker Lego has released an LGBTQI. Can you, alphabet people, can you settle on one fucking word? Can you just pick one? LGBTQI plus. This one leaves out the A. I'm not even sure what the A is for. Can you guys just pick one, please? Range featuring transgender building sets for kids 5 and up. London continued. Lego described the new range as a colorful alphabet of identities and definitions made from Lego bricks. Targeted at 5 and up. All right. Look, there is a period in your time in your life where you're going to buy kids Legos, and then that period is going to end. So, anyway, I'm not supporting or not supporting Lego. I haven't bought Legos in like a long time, but I'm not going to start now. All right. What else?
That's a good song, man.
What song is that? When you humming?
I am playing a cover song. This is where I play my covers. It's called my covered dish.
Yeah.
And this is my cover song today is a Hank Cochran song. He's an old country guy, Hank Cochran. He had this song called I Don't Do Windows. And Jamie Johnson and Ray Benson, who's the lead singer of Asleep at the Wheel, this kind of a Texas it's not really a rockabilly, but they're kind of a Texas swing type of band.
Okay.
You'd love Asleep at the Wheel. Ray Benson has a very unique voice. You've probably heard him in like, I think if you've watched the movie Cars, you've probably heard him singing on some of those songs. Anyway, it was just a good song there. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Hey, if you are stories, I have some weird stuff here.
Oh, folks. we got a bunch of stuff. We got one. I think we got one political, and then we just got a bunch of like bunch of stuff here.
The political, and I've got a weird one.
Let's get this one.
I got one that we need to tell people. And I was like, holy shit.
Okay. All right. Hate sausage, folks. Put down your hate sausage.
Don't shove your hate sausage down someone's throat.
A missing Biden family corruption probe witness, Gal Luft, speaks out, living as a fugitive in an undisclosed location. And this is, I wonder if this is tenuously related to the Tara Reid story that we have not really talked about yet. But Gal Luft, the missing witness in the House Oversight Committee's Biden family corruption investigation, has told the Post he is alive and living as a fugitive in an undisclosed location. The former Israeli defense colonel vanished from Cyprus last month while on bail awaiting extradition to the United States on 7 charges. He denies the allegations, including 5 charges relating to Arms Export Control Act of conspiring to sell Chinese products to the United Arab Emirates, Kenya, and Libya, as well as violation of the Foreign Agents Registration Act and making a false statement. Luft claims he was forced to skip bail because he is the victim of political persecution by the U.S. to protect Joe Biden and his son Hunter and brother Jim. The chances of me getting a fair trial in Washington are virtually zero. I had to do what I had to do. So do you, I mean, well, interesting and kind of interesting that
I don't know who this guy is or anything that's going on.
I don't know.
Just what you just said.
I don't know either, but he was supposed to be a witness in Biden family corruption deal. You know, the Biden crime family, and they make deals all over the world, allegedly getting kickbacks and money and stuff like that. And the Biden family seemed miraculously to acquire quite a bit of contracts in territories that Joe Biden was in charge of during his vice presidency from 2012 to 2008 to 2016 or something like that. So
not to mention all the fucking Ukraine bullshit.
Yeah, all the Ukraine one. Contracts.
I think people forget that he was like, what was he to Ukraine?
He was, well, there were areas of the world that were delegated to Joe Biden to be kind of responsible for it in terms of foreign policy, and that was one of them. Yeah. And and then while he was there, his son, happenstance, completely coincidental, was appointed to the board of Burisma, making like $80,000 a month or something like that, even though he has no experience being a executive on a board of an oil company. Anyway, that's the thing. As scandalous as it is, you've heard it so many times that it's like, yeah, we know. They're crooks.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
You can't do anything about it. They're all crooks, and nobody's going to do anything. And when you have a bunch of citizens that try to actually say that we're tired of this bullshit and we want to stop it, they fucking say that they're traitors and they throw them in fucking jail. So what are you going to do?
Your boy Comer is running the House Oversight Committee, and
we live in a goddamn terrorist state. We don't live in a free. when people say America's the greatest country and it's the land of the free, and fuck you. You are fucking mental. You've been programmed when you say that. To me, you've been programmed. Okay? You don't live in the land of the free. You don't have the right to do anything. I'm surprised I haven't been canceled on this fucking show yet, JJ, because of my temper. You know, I'm worried about that all the fucking time behind the scenes. That's probably one of the main reasons why you haven't had to use this in a long time, is because I don't like it.
You don't want to get got.
I'm afraid somebody's going to get me because I've got an opinion.
Well, this guy was supposed to testify before your boy Comer and his committee, and instead he's hiding. He's hiding from Biden. And he's not the only one hiding from Biden. There's also Tara Reid. Tara, I'm sure you know the name.
Biden.
You're worried about that hate sausage. Tara Reid recently. Tara Reid was an aide to Biden during his during his Senate days, I believe, and accused him in, I think, 2019 of sexual harassment. And she is now in fear for her. I don't know. Is that the Tara Reid?
Yeah, that's Tara Reid.
Is it really?
That's not her. That's not the one.
Tara Reid.
That's the actress. I think she's passed away. No, actually, no, she hasn't.
She's not dead.
No.
And so, former aide to Biden, Tara Reid, who has accused him of sexual something, I don't know, harassment, is now seeking citizenship in Russia, where she has fled because she fears for her life. She fears for her life from the Biden administration, Biden octopus machine, and is concerned that, anyway, she's trying to become a Russian now.
Who, the Tara Reid? This chick?
Tara Reid, yeah, this chick right here. Do you want to spend a minute talking about Joe Biden's taste?
No, because everybody's got different taste. Look at her; she was hot. Look.
All right, okay. Back then, she's still
a pretty woman now.
Okay,
I'm not going to judge anybody by what they look like. Right. I'm not the prettiest fucking person on the face of the planet, so I got one.
All right,
let's change
go.
the subject off this stupid political bullshit.
This is dumb stuff.
All right, JJ, you need to be aware. People need to be aware. We found out that you're a guinea pig. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that you're a guinea pig.
I'm imagining.
Right? A new study has found that a chemical formed when we digest sucralose breaks down your DNA. The chemical is found in trace amounts of the sweetener itself, and it raises questions about how the sweetener may be contributing to the overall health problems of our society. The issue is sucralose, a widely used artificial sweetener. It is in everything that's diet. Sucralose is. Previously, work by the same research team established that several fat-soluble compounds are produced in the gut after sucralose ingestion. One of those compounds is this sucralose 6 acetate. Basically, this sucralose 6 acetate, this compound that is formed in your gut after you ingest this, one of these compounds is genotoxic. It breaks down your DNA. And it also, they found this same sucralose 6 acetate, the same broken down compound in off-the-shelf products of sucralose before it was consumed and metabolized. So, to put this in context, the European Food Safety Authority has a threshold of toxicological concern for all genotoxic substances. All right, it says it's 0.15 micrograms per person. Our work suggests that the trace amounts of sucralose 6 acetates in a single daily sucralose sweetened drink, one diet drink,
Okay.
sucralose, exceeded that threshold. Just one exceeds the what you should have a day. And that's not even accounting for the amount of sucralose 6 acetate produced as it metabolizes after people consume it. You know? It's genotoxic. It effectively broke up DNA in cells that were exposed to the chemical. Other studies have found that sucralose can adversely affect gut health. So we wanted to see what might be happening there. When we exposed sucralose and sucralose 6 acetate to gut tissues, the tissue that lines your gut wall, we found that both chemicals cause leaky gut. Basically, they make the wall of the gut more permeable. The chemicals damage the tight junctions or interfaces where cells in the gut wall connect to each other. The leaky gut is problematic because it means two things that would normally be flushed out of the body, feces, instead of leaking out of the gut, are being absorbed into the bloodstream.
Uh-oh. Deke, I'm in trouble. I just yesterday drank a Gatorade Zero. Yeah. And I just checked the nutrition label on Gatorade Zero. Look right here. This is on Gatorade's website. Sucralose, right there. Right there. It's in all kinds of stuff.
Sucralose is used in a lot of stuff because it is a cheap sugar alternative. It is a cheaper sugar alternative to sweeten all the shit that we eat that is sweetened every day. Sugar is a drug. You can't convince me. Sugar is a straight up drug. It is just as fucking bad as any cocaine or heroin. It is just as bad. You fucking need it. You want it. You have to have it. You have to have it. Your body adapts to it. That's why I look the way that I do. And I've gone through all my health issues is because of sugar.
Sugar bad. Gotta stop eating sugar and sugar substitutes, folks.
Yeah. I just read that and I thought, man, that is
eat vegetables.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I had another story. I didn't get to read it all the way, but it was another DNA story about this woman.
That's crazy. It chews up your DNA, dude. That's crazy.
And we're learning this stuff. Remember Teflon? The Teflon. And they come out and they're like, oh, this shit causes cancer. And you're cooking it into your food, and you have been your whole life. So all you Teflon makers, y'all have until like 2015 to stop making Teflon stuff. So you still got I threw away a Teflon pan like 3 years ago from our house. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we still using this?
Teflon's bad. Jeez.
Because it won't stick, and I can flip my shit really easy. That's why I use a Teflon, because I don't want to use grease.
You know what I do? I use oil.
Use oil.
I use coconut oil in everything. and I just coat my pan in it.
Coconut oil, yeah, but you got okay. Let me offer this little piece of advice and you will agree on this. If you use coconut oil for everything, if you're sitting here watching and going, oh, coconut oil, that's a good idea, I'm going to start using coconut oil for all my stuff. Hold up. You don't want to use a lot of coconut oil right off the bat if you hadn't been using a lot of coconut oil, because your body will be like, what's all this coconut oil? We going to the
bathroom.
Let's poop. See, JJ knows I use a lot of coconut oil too. We started years ago using substitute and all this other oil I use coconut oil cooking my eggs. We cook everything with coconut oil, or try to
everything.
We
were playing around yesterday in the thing talking about like make a cooking channel or whatever. Let me tell you, I don't cook very much, but I cook breakfast every day. And I basically do not vary from this routine because I like this. Yeah. Here's what I do. I go down, I get a bowl, I crack 4 eggs. I put 4 eggs in there. I have keto bread, which this stuff is amazing. It has like 1 net carb or something. I don't know how they make it. I get a slice of keto bread. I put it in the eggs and I let it soak into the eggs. And meanwhile, I take like a tablespoon of coconut oil. I put it in my pan on medium heat and I just get it like hot oil. And then I fry the bread. I make French toast. I make keto French toast, frying it in coconut oil. Flip it over.
Egg toast. That ain't French toast. That's egg toast. That's egg.
Okay. Well, whatever. It tastes great. And then after that's out, I still have all this oil left, and I put my eggs, cheese, scramble it up. Am I doing an omelet? I might do do mixed eggs, whatever, a little cheese, and so like, and then I splash hot sauce all over the eggs. So every morning I have like French toast, kind of a French toast. And eggs, cool. And it's like super low carbs. It's great. So I mean, my wife, and it's been taking a long time. I'm trying to get her to stop. She gets this spray oil stuff to put in pans and whatever, and I'm like, stop doing that. That shit, it makes it not stick for 5 seconds, and it f's up the pan. Stop doing that. So I don't let her touch pans. And anytime I cook at the pan, I cook and I have the oil, and you just rub the oil in. You just work it into the pan.
Yeah. It makes because coconut oil will solidify at like 77, 76 or 77 degrees. It will solidify, but above that, it will liquefy. So you can, it will liquefy if you leave it out hot. But if you want it to solidify, just put it in the refrigerator and it'll completely solidify. It's like at 74, 75 something degrees is what it does that at. Coconut oil too, if you're like, oh, it's kind of expensive, I don't want to use it. We've used it so much. I don't know if you have them around Texas or maybe where you're at, where you're listening, because you probably don't have these type of people where you're at or where you're listening, but we have Mennonite and Amish people around here.
Oh, really?
And they have stores. They have some stores.
That's cool.
That there is a Mennonite store not too far from us in the next county over, and they carry this homemade coconut oil stuff that
we have a chain of Aldi stores around here.
Yeah, Aldi, yeah.
Aldi's great.
Yeah.
Man, Mennonites and Amish. I wonder how
we got several of them around here
to get them to watch our show.
It's they have cell phones. Some of them have cell phones, and some of them have cars.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It's funny that they go out to certain parts of their property where they have cell phone service, and they'll pull out their cell phones and do stuff with them and whatnot.
Okay,
but
not crazy.
There was a problem we were having. This is completely off topic, but whatever. We didn't have
what topic.
We have a problem with Amish people around here is that they don't want to put the certain sects of the Amish don't want to put the slow moving vehicle triangles on their because they're English symbols and they're worldly symbols, and they don't want to put those symbols on their carriages. So we are having problems now that everyone is driving. People don't drive like this anymore. They drive like this.
Right.
And so we're having a problem. And they're
Amish people causing traffic.
No, they're hitting these carriages and injuring Amish people and killing horses and stuff like that. And
that's bad.
And we're trying to convince the Amish people, look, we're not trying to go against your religion. We're trying to do this because we're stupid. We are stupid. We can't pay attention. will you please do this? Put this orange triangle on you so that the people that aren't paying attention, that should be paying attention, will see you a little bit easier, is what it
So
is.
let me ask, do they mind using your roads that are paved?
They
Using
use the roads that are
paving,
paved and they follow all the
paving.
laws. And
So
that's
they
not,
don't mind using roads created by machines laying down
I
asphalt
don't,
and
dude,
ground.
if you're going to start talking to me
I'm
about
not.
Amish, I don't
I
have a
don't know
fucking
anything
clue.
about Amish
I
people.
don't either. All I know is that I've lived
It's like
around
they're
them my
just
whole life and I know a couple of
picking and
things.
choosing whichever rules they want to do.
I don't know, dude. I don't
All
know.
right. Okay. All right. So you were going to talk about this other DNA thing, or
No,
molecular.
I was going to. I'll post this one in the that'll entice you to come over to our Discord
Yeah.
server. I'll post
Hey, I've
this
been.
story in there right now about DNA, but this one's a cool one. This one's a woman that she can't feel pain, and they've
Yeah.
been doing tests on this woman, and I've seen articles on her before, but they finally she's got a unique molecular makeup that they found. It's really interesting. So this might actually be like a turning point to manage pain management. But pharmaceutical pain management is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So whatever happens with this and is discovered for pain management will be quashed immediately.
Yeah.
All right, I got another fun story. You'll like this one, JJ. You ever so when I was about 12 or 13 years old, I had a best friend named Scott, and me and Scott would go over to his house, and he had this big hole in his backyard. And we went and got his dad's shovels, and we decided we were going to dig a hole, and we were going to see how far down in this hole that we could dig. All right.
Yeah.
We were going to build our own little underground clubhouse, and we had this, and we were going to build this room and dig this room and did this. And we dug about 2 feet, and we decided, screw this.
Is it hard to dig a hole? This is so much work.
Well, the Chinese people, we know that the Chinese people are, if anything, fucking determined. All right. Yeah. So the Chinese people are trying to dig down to the Cretaceous period. And they have dug a 10,000 meter hole down. It is, they're trying to reach rocks from the Cretaceous period, the layer known as the Cretaceous system. It dates back to 145 million years ago, if you believe that. The project, which broke ground on Tuesday, could be used to identify mineral resources as well as help amass environmental risks like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. This is not the biggest hole, JJ. I know that you were fixing to ask that question. Is this?
Oh my gosh. Is this the biggest hole?
No, I'm glad you asked that. This hole, while impressively deep, will not be the deepest human-made hole on Earth.
Oh.
That title goes to the Kola Super Deepway borehole. Oh, man. Damn. I'm about 3 seconds late. I missed a prime opportunity to tell a fucking great joke right there.
Let's just go back and reset it. Let's go back and reset it.
I don't know if my brain can come up with.
You don't think so?
No.
Is this the deepest hole that's ever been dug?
That title goes to the Kola Super Deep borehole. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head who's a big fucking hole. I was going to say Joe Biden, but that.
Oh,
the Kola Super Deep borehole is like 11,000 meters deep. That is 36,000 feet below sea level. If you will remember in math class, folks, there are 5,284, 5,684, a little over 5,000 feet in a mile, right?
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's 7 miles.
Yeah. Wow. For what? Why do we need to go down there?
We're studying. They're studying rocks and stuff below. They've actually found some cool stuff. It says that the team found rocks deep below the earth were a lot wetter than they were expecting. Before the borehole found it, scientists had thought that water would not permeate the rock so deeply. They'd also been expecting to find a layer of basalt beneath the contents granite, and this was found in the oceanic crust, and said they found that beneath the indigenous granite, indigenous granite was metamorphic granite. I don't know what any of this bullshit is. I'm not.
All right, I'm not a geologist. I do think that geology is kind of cool. If you were to say to me, JJ, do you believe that water could seep that far down into rocks? I would have been like, yeah, why not? It's water. Why can't it go that far down? I don't know.
JJ, what we believe to be the Earth's core, water shouldn't go down. That, if it does, it's going to evaporate and be burned up, and it wouldn't permeate the solid rock layer. And I just think it's very interesting. We keep going down and down and down, and we're going to reach the underground cavern that the alien lizard people live in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering when we're going to get to the Rock's next movie is what the deal is. Let's get to the center of the Earth.
Oh shit!
I thought you were going to make some. I thought you were going to make a joke about China trying to dig up into Montana or something.
I thought of that joke when I initially posted that. I thought that's funny. China's going to pop up in the United States, and then I completely forgot it until you freaking brought it up right there. Another prime opportunity to miss a joke.
I got one or two before we get out of here. Okay. I'm gonna go. I got it.
Yeah, because I've got to leave here in 6 minutes.
Yeah, we got it hard out. I have to go be a medical guinea pig.
I've got to take
NASA.
I've got to take Alex.
NASA to address UFO findings at the first public question and answer meeting. NASA's dedicated task force charged with looking into UFO sightings over the United States will meet Wednesday in an exercise that will also see it taking questions. UPI reports the space agency will live stream the 4-hour event on its website with a scheduled start around 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern. The public event comes 24 hours after Breitbart News reported Dr. Gary Nolan, a professor at Stanford University's Medical Center who worked with the CIA to analyze U.S. personnel who developed medical issues after alleged contact with UFOs, has stated that extraterrestrial life not only exists but lives among us. That is a CIA doctor as saying that aliens are real. You should always believe everything anybody that is associated with the CIA says. They are not.
I'm not going to argue with you on that, but I mean, I've believed
Dr.
this
Nolan,
for a long time. I'm sorry. You might think I'm a crazy person.
I don't think you're crazy.
I do believe this.
It is a fact that the CIA, the government, the military has absolutely pushed people into believing in UFOs and other stuff in order to distract them from actual military research. That's a fact. That doesn't mean that aliens aren't real or are not real, but the government absolutely has made massive campaigns of disinformation to get people to look at flying saucers. Dr. Nolan made his comments on a panel in a recent SALT Eye Connections conference in Manhattan, New York, which featured panels on various topics, including geopolitics, economics, and finance. NASA last June announced its intent to form an unidentified aerial phenomena independent study group before damping down expectations by releasing a statement at the time that asserted there is no evidence that UAPs are extraterrestrial in origin. So later today, there's going to be a NASA press conference or a NASA conference thing, and we're going to talk about UFOs. So
let me tell you something, JJ, that you don't understand.
Yeah,
because you're not one of us people. Us people that actually do believe that we're not the only single living fucking organisms on the one little bitty planet in the whole gigantic fucking universe, that out of the whole universe, there's one planet that developed intelligent life. We don't believe that. This is also something that we believe. NASA will fucking tell you the truth as much as CIA will. So when you posted that,
for sure,
NASA had a live thing, and you're like, Deacon, look, NASA's having this live thing on UFOs, and I'm like, I don't fucking care, because NASA will lie to you. I don't believe anything that NASA says. NASA turns off their camera.
In fact, will lie to you. We've done stories about them changing the color of photographs. Yeah, they have lied to you.
NASA, whatever NASA does, I don't give it as a space person.
Agency.
I don't give a shit. As someone who's a space aficionado, I don't give a shit what NASA has to say or do or what they have to say. Oh, aliens exist. Oh, good for you. That's great. I'm glad you said that. It doesn't change an iota of anything. Speaking of space, since you're talking about space, you missed something last night, JJ. Well, it might not have been in your area. No, it might not have been in your area, but in our area last night, I got a video of it. You probably can't see the video, but you probably can't see it there, but you see that little white dot moving across the sky?
Yeah, look at that.
That's the International Space Station that went across our sky last night.
Wow, you got it on your phone.
Yeah, it happened about 9:13. And me and Alex went outside, and I was like, the space station's supposed to be traveling across the sky right now, and what you're seeing is the shine from the sun, because you could see it go out a couple of times.
Oh, maybe it's reflecting on the solar panel collector things or something like that.
There it is moving. There it is actually.
Yeah, moving. I mean, I could see it moving. Good job.
So that flew over our house last night, which was really cool. But the Earth's flat, so when it gets to the other side, it's real quick. So nothing.
Yeah,
it just sees black on the other side when it goes.
It just goes around in a circle, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that
something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It never sees the bottom.
I mean, if the Earth's flat, have you ever thought about there's maybe another side that is upside down? That there's a bunch. Maybe we have a doppelganger on the other side of the Earth.
No.
And if China drills all the way through the rock to the other side,
they'll fall out the Earth. Oh. So there you go. I'm gonna have to go. Like and subscribe, and go to our Discord server and leave leave JJ a dad joke.
I got a joke.
Oh, you've already got a dad joke?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. All right. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Deke, what did the scarf say to the hat?
I don't know.
You go on ahead. I'm gonna hang around.
That was pretty good. I've never heard that one before. All right. So here you go, JJ. Here's this one's. This is not so much a dad joke. What's something that white people can do better than anyone else?
Oh, let me get my list. No, go ahead.
Offend people. We're the number one at offending people.
Yeah. Bye.